Hello, everybody. Today, let's talk about Cameron Diaz, a star who seemed to appear out of nowhere. One day, she was a model. The next, she was lighting up the screen in The Mask. That red dress, that smile. Suddenly, everyone knew her name. She had never acted before, but her audition blew everyone away. Cameron's natural charm and energy made her unforgettable. The director knew instantly she was the one. The Mask became a massive hit, and overnight, Cameron was Hollywood's new it girl. Magazines wanted her, directors wanted her, and audiences adored her. She went from model to movie star in a flash. Imagine one day you're auditioning, the next you're on the red carpet with Jim Carrey. For Cameron, this was real life, and just the beginning. What set her apart wasn't just her looks, but her down-to-earth personality. She seemed approachable, someone you could laugh with. Her infectious laugh and genuine spirit made her relatable. Unlike other stars, she felt like one of us, just a much better-looking version. Cameron quickly became the face of the 90s. She was everywhere, and her star was only rising. Hollywood had found its new darling, and the world couldn't get enough. She brought a fresh, fun energy to every role. Audiences connected with her authenticity. She wasn't just another pretty face, she was a force. The Mask launched her, but her journey was just starting. Cameron Diaz was here to stay. She made Hollywood feel a little more real, and everyone wanted to see what she'd do next. That's how a star is born. And for Cameron, it was only the beginning. Behind the Hollywood glamour, Cameron had a simple dream marriage and family. She once imagined she'd be married by 21. While most of us were figuring out life, she pictured a home and kids. Growing up in a close-knit family shaped her values. She wanted love and stability more than fame. Even as scripts and paychecks rolled in, her heart longed for a quieter life. But Hollywood had other plans. Instead of a wedding, she found herself on movie sets. Her career skyrocketed, and her personal dream was put on hold. Life took her in a direction she never expected. Sometimes the path you plan isn't the one you walk. For Cameron, success came first, and her dream of a family had to wait. Still, that hope for love and a home never left her. It was always there, quietly guiding her choices, and it would shape her journey in ways she never imagined. After The Mask, Cameron proved she was more than a pretty face. She shined in My Best Friend's Wedding, making audiences root for her. Then came Being John Malkovich, showing her fearless, quirky side. There's Something About Mary made her a comedy icon. Who could forget that hair gel scene? She brought heart and humor to every role. Charlie's Angels took her stardom to new heights. Teaming up with Drew Barrymore and Lucy Liu, she embodied strength and fun. The film celebrated female friendship and power, and Cameron's energy was infectious. But she didn't stop there. She surprised everyone by voicing Princess Fiona in Shrek. Fiona wasn't your typical princess. She was strong, independent, and an ogre. The Shrek movies became massive hits. Cameron's voice work brought Fiona to life for a new generation. She showed kids it's okay to be different. Her roles inspired audiences to embrace what makes them unique. From romantic comedies to animated adventures, Cameron did it all. She wasn't afraid to take risks or break the mold. Her career was a mix of fun, heart, and bold choices. She became a role model for being true to yourself. And she made Hollywood a little more interesting. Cameron Diaz was unstoppable, and her story was far from over. With fame came curiosity about Cameron's love life. One of her most talked about relationships was with Matt Dillon. They met on a movie set and quickly became a Hollywood it couple. Their chemistry was undeniable, both on and off screen. Paparazzi followed them everywhere. They were the center of attention. He was the brooding bad boy. She was America's sweetheart. For 3 years, they navigated fame together. People wondered if Matt was the one for Cameron. They even starred together in There's Something About Mary, blurring the lines between real life and fiction. But being in the spotlight put pressure on their relationship. Every moment was public, every argument a headline. Behind the smiles, things grew complicated. Fame can be tough on love, especially when both are rising stars. Their relationship was intense, but cracks began to show. The world watched, but only they knew what was really happening. And soon, things would change. So why did Cameron and Matt break up? On the surface, they seemed perfect, but Matt later admitted he wasn't ready to settle down. Cameron wanted commitment. He needed freedom. It's a classic case of different timelines. Love was there, but timing wasn't. Cameron handled the split with grace, never speaking badly of him. It was a public heartbreak, but she moved forward. Matt called her his muse, but they wanted different things. Sometimes, love isn't enough. You need shared goals. This breakup taught Cameron what she truly needed in a partner. Every relationship is a lesson, even the painful ones. She learned not to settle for less than she deserved. The experience shaped her future choices. Heartbreak is hard, but it's also a stepping stone. Cameron's journey to happiness was just beginning, and she was stronger for it. After Matt Dillon, Cameron found love with Jared Leto. Jared was intense, private, and creative, a different dynamic. Their relationship was low-key, away from the spotlight. They dated for about 4 years, even sparking engagement rumors. Both were deeply committed to their art, but their careers pulled them in different directions. Jared's music took off, Cameron's acting soared. The demands of fame and ambition made it hard to stay connected. Eventually, they quietly parted ways. The reasons stayed private, but it was clear. Their paths had diverged. Another significant relationship, another lesson in love. Cameron realized how challenging it was to find someone who fit her world. She kept her heart open, but didn't compromise her dreams. Each relationship brought her closer to what she truly wanted, and she kept moving forward. Through heartbreak and fame, Cameron's independence stood out. She refused to lose herself in relationships. Cameron built a life on her own terms, successful, adventurous, and full. She was never just someone's girlfriend, she was Cameron Diaz. Financially and emotionally strong, she knew her worth. She often spoke about making your own happiness. Cameron traveled, worked, and lived fully, never waiting for someone to complete her. She wanted a partner, not a rescuer. This mindset kept her grounded and true to herself. After high-profile romances, she chose to be single rather than settle. She valued her peace and happiness above all. Cameron was patient, knowing what she deserved. She wasn't in a rush. She was living life her way. Her independence inspired others to do the same. She showed that being whole on your own is powerful. Cameron's journey was about self-love as much as romantic love. She waited for the right person, not just anyone. Her story was about strength, patience, and authenticity, and it made her eventual happiness even sweeter. Cameron Diaz was living proof that you can write your own story. Then, love found Cameron in the most unexpected way. She met Benji Madden, Good Charlotte's tattooed rocker, through Nicole Richie. On paper, they seemed mismatched, but their connection was instant. All their differences faded. What mattered was how right they felt together. Their relationship moved quickly, but it was genuine. After years of searching, Cameron knew Benji was the one. He was kind, supportive, and adored her, and she felt the same. They got engaged after a few months and married in 2015. Cameron, who once dreamed of marrying at 21, finally walked down the aisle at 42. It was worth the wait. Love found her when she least expected it, and it looked nothing like she imagined. Benji loved her for who she truly was. He even tattooed her name on his chest. Their love story was surprising, beautiful, and real. Cameron found her perfect match in the most unlikely place. It was a new chapter, one filled with joy. Sometimes the best things come when you stop searching. And for Cameron, it was the love she'd always hoped for. Today, Cameron Diaz is happier than ever. After marrying Benji, she stepped away from acting to focus on family. She embraced a quieter, more private life. In 2019, she and Benji welcomed their daughter, Radix. Motherhood was the dream she'd held onto for years. Cameron protects her daughter's privacy, but her joy is obvious. She calls being a mom the best role of her life. Her days are now about family, not film sets. She's written books, invested in businesses, but her main job is being a mom. Cameron finally found the love and home she always wanted. Her journey wasn't what she expected, but it was perfect for her. She became a star, learned about love and heartbreak, and built a life on her own terms. When the time was right, she found true happiness. Cameron's story reminds us that everyone's path is different. The best things in life are worth waiting for. She's living her happily ever after. The young woman who dreamed of a white picket fence finally got it, just in her own way. Her story is one of patience, growth, and joy, and we couldn't be happier for her. Cameron Diaz found her true happy ending.